Keem last night said that he wasn't going to pay me, which was a bit of a test balloon to see how that would go over. And I realized with Keemstar that you have to do everything publicly, and the only way I'm going to get what is really what I earned is to make this a public issue, because he's floating it out there to see if it's accepted, just like he went to see the NDA is accepted. These are my own. This is basically my only recourse or chance to get the money that I earned. The reason I put that tweet out and made it even more public is because Keemstar, after saying that he wasn't going to pay me for the month of July because I didn't work, also contacted me and said that he wanted to talk. It is non-negotiable that I work the month of July. Non-negotiable. And that's all I'll be doing. I'll be negotiating what I earned and what I didn't because I wasn't there. Even though I've never been docked a day's pay for missing a stream. I was even told to leave the stream early. No one was ever told they couldn't take a vacation, and no one was ever docked in the past, right? So by that logic, that's it. I think I'm well due this money. He has till the end of the month to pay me before he's a thief. And that's what he is if he doesn't pay me. It's just that simple. And I'm not negotiating with something that I already earned. I am not negotiating with somebody that said they refused to pay me, but now want to talk, right? I've heard through Nick that he doesn't want a war or anything. There's not going to be a war. I'm going to tell the people that you owe me money, and that's it. Because that's the only way to get the money. That's the only way to get around the NDA. That's the only way. I had to write over and over again that I didn't quit, only to be proven right. Kind of, it's almost like I'm Jeffrey Epstein, for Christ's sakes. If I die tomorrow, it wasn't me. And I didn't quit, only to be told that I effectively quit, because that was the idea. Why did I want to record the phone calls before we went to the meeting on Tuesday? So they didn't say I quit when I didn't. So that's it. So they didn't say I quit when I did it. Also wanted to dispel this rumor that I took more time off than I was supposed to. No, I didn't. I came back on Tuesday like I said I was. I give the exact amount. The reason we didn't get together on Tuesday was because I told them that I was going to record the call, and they were welcome to as well. And there's a very good reason for that, because they were going to tell people that I quit when I didn't, and they did it anyway. So, I mean, that's it. I'm asking you to help me. I'm going to be that upfront about it. I'm going to ask you to help me. I also have an apology to make. I said that I'd be open to going back under certain circumstances, but give me a day or two. I can't work for somebody that's going to, I mean, we're constantly pulling the rug out from under these, under the Lolcow people that work there, under Boogie, under Wings. If you don't sign the NDA, we're going to pull the podcast away. Everything is around chasing Keem away. The NDA was the bridge too far for me, and not paying me is criminal. It's no one's going to get charged, no one's going to court or anything, but it's a scumbag move. Other people should know about it, and everybody else. And here's something also I didn't do. This is something I did do. I made sure I didn't do, because I really don't have anything against the other two guys, even though I probably should with the cancer thing. Unsub. Don't sub. Take your membership away. Sure. Take your membership away so he can't do it to somebody again. He floated it yesterday. It failed. And now he wants to negotiate? Are you kidding me? Non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm going to let you guys call in and say whatever you want or ask any question you want. No one was ever docked before for missing stream. I was never docked. I was even told at one point, look, I don't think I can make this one. Don't worry about it. Everybody's getting paid no matter what. But now all of a sudden, I extended my vacation. No, I gave the exact amount of time. The reason we didn't get together is because he wouldn't go into a call with me where it was both recorded. So to protect me from being accused of quitting, because the whole NDA thing was a way to get backdoor to get me fired. It was a tool, not that it was ever legal in the first place, to get me canned. So I'm asking you, absolutely, put pressure on him, get me paid. Thank you. That's it. Never will. I'm taking just randos. Strictly Patrick, you're on here.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
If you don't work, you don't get paid. Sorry, you can see that in the chat. That was never the agreement, and I've never been docked pay, and I haven't worked every single stream. And neither has Keem. By the way, I was told, look, Keem sat there and told me that you're going to take the streams up until the time that you go on vacation. Oh, and by the way, we're not paying you for that. That's not what happened. See, everything, you guys, you saw it was in there in the chat. You want me to go negotiate with that? You want me to go in? Because all he's trying to do, he proved it right there, is try to nickel and dime me. There it is in the chat right there. Because he's just trying to pay me less. Think about this. A multimillionaire is talking to a guy who makes a working class salary, right? And he's trying to nickel him, dime. He has two properties. He just bought what that stupid he bought a Cybertruck. And he's trying to keep me from getting the money for services that I already rendered after a vacation that he approved. There you go.
But how
was it agreed that we get played on the holiday beforehand? There was no agreement, but nobody gets docked for missing. And I was told nobody gets docked for missing time.
No one else has
paid. No one else has gotten docked for anything. It wasn't explicitly said. Don't worry. I remember this one time. It's like, look, I got to stay up late tonight. He said, don't worry about it. You don't have to come on this one. There's going to be too many people there. Yeah, but I want to show that I'm earning my money. It's not necessary. You guys get paid no matter what, whether you're there or not. Until I went on vacation and I wouldn't sign an NDA. All right, what do you got, Patrick? Boogie never got fired. All right, let's just be honest with this. He never missed the show. Yeah. He never got fired. He never. And the thing is, how come he isn't? How come Boogie isn't getting docked for the time that he got fired? He never got fired. I'll talk to Muta privately before I go into any kind of negation because I want to know if this is going to be some kind of if I'm going to clown court or something like that. No. Here's what you should do. You guys want to get me paid? Pull your memberships. Pull your memberships. There you go. You want to make sure nobody gets screwed like that? Billy the Fridge gets the job? Pull your memberships. He'll never do it again. I promise. Don't unsub. Pull your memberships. Oh, there. Anything else, Pat?
Yeah. I just two quick things. So, were all the membership streams always as bad as that fucking one that we just saw on Dorio stream last night? And then the other thing was one of my mods wanted to push it forward. He's got a pretty good idea, I think, about having you, Clown, and Diorio do baited.
You live with the fact that you're a scammer and don't pay me, and I'll go on fine. I don't even know why I'm fucking pissed off about it because I knew this as of 48 hours ago. This is a reality. But you know what? It pisses me off that now I got to get in and kind of negotiate, maybe take less. No. You pay me $6,300 and I leave because you fired me. I'm fired. And also, you owe me July earnings.
Yeah, and it's, the beast of YouTube. You have no real recourse. Unless you sue him and he's a multi-millionaire.
I'm not suing him. So. I'm not suing him. I'd rather lose the money. You want to live with that? Here's the thing. You know what your reputation cost for scamming people? $6,300. That's what your reputation costs. That's what it's worth. If you want to buy it back, let me know. If you go over the date, because the clock really doesn't click till the 2nd or the 3rd of next month of September. The clock doesn't really, the clock really is because I wouldn't be paid for July until September anyway, right? So if he wants to do that, if he wants to eat that money, you know what? That's fine with me. But you want your reputation back? $6,300. You want to give it to me now? I'll go on with my day. You want to think about it for a couple weeks? Fine. $6,300. You can buy your reputation back.
Tommy.
Oh, Muta. Sorry.
Muta's here.
Muta, I'm not doing a meeting.
No, I know. He called me about I want to say an hour and a half earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm just now catching up with it, all of it. So apparently you're not getting paid for the
July.
The cancer month.
For the cancer month. Yes.
Yeah, I honestly he brought it up to me and it was I pretty much initially when I didn't have any understanding of the situation, I just said, okay, if somebody's not there for 3 weeks out of the month is what he said.
Wasn't true.
Then
10 days.
Then in my mind it's okay, if it's you're out 3 weeks and you haven't been there for the majority, maybe there is a pay cut, but it's you were there for the biggest payday.
All right. Well, here's another thing. Here's another thing I got to explain to you. No one was dock paid for ever missing. Mm-hmm. I did the entire month prior to that. I was only gone for 10 days. The reason that we didn't get streaming right off when I came home on that Tuesday was because I wanted to. I feared, and legitimately, because the narratives have been tried, that he would say I quit when I refused to sign the NDA. When I didn't quit, I just refused to sign the NDA. That actually came to fruition because there were suggestions on the stream last night that I quit or effectively quit, and I kept on saying, like Jeffrey Epstein, I didn't kill him. I'm not going to kill myself, or that other millionaire McAfee. I didn't quit. I didn't quit. I didn't quit. That's what I kept saying over and over because that was the narrative. And I'm so glad that I did. So I said, you can record me, I can record you, and then we can have the discussion. He elected not to have that recorded discussion. And then I streamed the next few days and I refused to talk about Lolcow. So yesterday he says, I've been paid for the month of June. I will not be paid for the month of July. And now he wants to negotiate. Absolutely off the table. I'm not going to demean myself. $6,000 isn't worth my fucking reputation.
Right.
You know, he owes me that money. That money is mine, not his. He approved the vacation. No one has ever been docked before. Certainly, Cancer Boy wasn't docked for losing his fake shares.
He approved the vacation. That's the actual thing that I want.
And not only that, he said to me, "You have to do it for me a couple weeks. As soon as you go on vacation, I got it." And I've missed other. I've been told that I could go home early because of how late I got to stay up. And that's happened on stream a few times. Mm-hmm. And I was told I won't lose if I miss a cast.
Don't forget the most important part where Keem didn't work for 2 to 3 weeks in June and didn't take a pay cut.
And that was he didn't take a pay cut when he didn't work for 2 months. Until I signed the NDA, and then he said he didn't work. Then he turns around and say, "Well, I didn't work." And then he took the month off prior. He told me, "Look, I need you to do this. I'm really, really busy right now, and I'll take over for you when you go on vacation." At no time was I told.
You know what? Based on the new information I'm getting, I really feel like you're owed this money.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just worried.
And that's why I'm not going. Like that's why I said I'd talk to you, because any negotiation I have, because like look at this thing right here that he put in chat before. Tommy, you're not going to scam me, so maybe you can scam these viewers into thinking you're a victim when you didn't even work. So the thing was, nobody ever said that I wouldn't get paid during that time. It was only retroactively applied when I refused to sign the NDA. Because all this is about ego. It's not even about money.
There was nothing even in that Lolcow Live group chat that we were a part of. That
nothing. And you heard me reject that thing politely, and you heard me reject that thing sternly. Because they put it in audio.
Hello. It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and the only Detractor channel that's worth watching is Duty Streams.